Undercover and untrained. For nearly 2 years, Louisville police used questionable tactics to arrest women for prostitution until the cases fell apart and the officers themselves were investigated.
Do you ever wonder where your tax money goes? What cause is it for? How is the government going to use it, in a good way or a bad way? Look no further, because I'm going to tell you how my tax money. Koosh, you don't live in the US, you live in the UAE. You do not pay taxes to the US. How do you know, you donkey? Every month when I'm about to get paid from YouTube, YouTube tells me to come here, starts patting me down, and since most of you guys watch me from the US, legally I have to pay 20 to 30% tax. I love it. I love it so much. You can see from my face. So that includes me in your category of we pay to the US government. And if you ever wonder where that money goes, do not worry, because it goes to a good cause. For this situation, it gets funded for the undercover operation. It is for a good cause. What exactly is the operation? The undercover cops receiving a hawk twa double twisty happy ending shatak in the air. It's for a good cause. Remember that. Now, to give you a little bit of context, this operation has been going on for 2 years, from mid 2022 until June, July of 2024, where it was when, you know, they started asking questions and shit got exposed. And what they do is they go to massage parlors, and anyone who says, you want sucky sucky, you want fucky fucky, that is the time where come here, you donkey, handcuff, and boom, off the streets, because this shit is illegal. And in summer of 2024, someone investigated and they interviewed these people. There's over 3,000 pages, hours of interview footages, but thanks to CBS, they made a shortcut for us in a 7-minute video.
Officers tasked with helping tackle prostitution at massage businesses with what they describe as little to no guidance.
Did you think getting naked was a good idea or a bad idea?
I didn't know whether it was good or bad. I didn't, like I said, I don't know how to work them.
Nobody came in and said, hey, this is how you have to do it. Nobody knew how to do it.
If only we get the CCTV footage of the day that they started picking out the team one by one. So today we are starting this operation. Who wants to volunteer to be in this? Who wants to be? Sir, what do we have to do? You have to go inside the massage parlors and they have to touch your cucumba. Pick me! And apparently they didn't know what exactly to do because there was no tutorial of it. Another guy did not come on top of, you know, him and said, once they touch you like this, and once they do this to you, this is the time where you put a handcuff on them. That is what I call bullshit. You don't even need training for this. You go there, you get your massage, and they say, you want saki saki? You're like, oh yeah. They tell you have money? Yeah, I have money. There you go. Once they come, they touch you on top of your pants. Police, boom, 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 done. I'm not even a police officer. I know how it works. Now, sure, you know, they can use this excuse since there was no training. So they're like, oh, we didn't know. This is just an excuse to get themselves out of the trouble. But look, there's so much to this.
I don't remember the exact words, but I'm sure he was like, hey, they're going to touch and a lot of them will touch your butt or anus or whatever.
It was never like a sit-down meeting and said, hey, you, and you, you're good with getting and you, and you're not, and so this is how we're going to split the teams.
Honestly, they should have been meetings like this. What if some people were not comfortable with this whole situation? I'm very sure guys were hating this. They absolutely hated this. But let's say a person is not comfortable with getting shataked in the butthole and the Chinese lady just goes bloop inside. This was very unprofessional of the police, honestly. They should have done better and they should have had meetings. Who likes to get sucked? Who likes to get shakalaka boom boom? Stand over here. Whoever does not like to get it up the butt, stand over here.
But it was very unspoken that, hey, some guys think it's fun and they're going to go do that thing and they think it's hilarious and whatever. The people that weren't were pretty vocal about it.
From October 2022 to July 2024, detectives visited different locations, posing as customers willing to pay for sex acts. But an internal investigation found in many cases they went too far.
You agreed to $400 to both of them. Excuse my language, but I'm just reading what's on the report. So there's your probable cause, right? Okay. But then after that, you stay and you ask them to get undressed, and you know they're naked, and you know they're massaging you and grabbing your.
We don't just walk out.
Why not? You have enough.
I don't know.
Mr. Internal Affairs, objection. You do not know how this shit works. They've been on the street for 2 years. getting hawk-twad on. You think that's easy? You think that's fun? It is not going to be a strong case. In order to get a strong case, they need to volcano explode in their mouth and or inside or whatever. They need to get checked from the inside, from the DNA, pull the DNA out, and there's going to be, okay, this police officer has been inside. It is confirmed. They're doing that. They're doing this for their country. This is a very big sacrifice. You shouldn't be interviewing them. You should be giving them medals for this.
Street crimes unit either. Detectives recruited others within the department, including a rookie patrol officer who'd never been undercover.
He said, since it's your first time, we'll take it easy on you. So we'll go over here. There's pretty girls there.
He was given city money, a recording device, and a few instructions.
You need to make sure that she offers it to you. Go ahead and give it to, show how much money you got or whatever. And then if she touches you, let her touch you, and then once she touches you, you can break contact.
What caused you to go over 4 minutes of getting a hand, almost 5 minutes, if your instructions from them were that once the deal's made and they touch you, you need to break contact?
Objection, Mr. Internal Affairs. He's a rookie. The detectives are at fault over here. They put a very young officer straight out of academy to get hawk-twad on, and as a guy, you should understand that for the next 4 to 5 minutes, you cannot think straight because you're pinching your toes. You do not know what is going on around you. All you know is you're doing backflips. It's somewhere in the sky. And after 5 minutes, you gain consciousness, and that is the time where he broke contact. It's not his fault. This is just physics. This is biology. This is chemistry.
I was trying to ask her questions as far as like, hey, what's your name? They didn't ask me to do that. They didn't ask me to get her name. They didn't ask me to get any of the questions I asked in the recording. That was just me trying to be proactive.
So I remember when I first started doing vice investigations, I was more nervous going in to a massage parlor and then I was driving up and trying to buy crack on the street corner.
You were asking them questions, trying to be proactive. Brother, you were already being proactive when you were using the city's money for a happy ending. Now, an ex-detective came on, and the guy is responsible for training the police department, and he says that everything needs to be mapped out, everything needs to be trained before an operation takes place. What to say, what to do, and I think there's no need for a training. It's simple as that. And first thing that comes into your mind when you go into a massage center, massage is finished, they give you some hints, you look eye contact, this, you offer them the money, they take the money, the second they touch you, bloop, handcuff out. It's just the fact that these guys were just too horny. It's simple as that, and I'm pretty sure they didn't even need training. They knew that 100%, but they just went in and they had a very good time.
Louisville doesn't have a written policy. Detectives say they were just told to go as far as they felt comfortable. No one up the chain of command seemed to know what was happening, even though some employees say it was an open secret.
They're bragging about everything that they got done to them at the massage parlors.
A records clerk said she overheard the pitch as the detective asked a male clerk to go undercover.
If you want to come and see for yourself and see what you can get done, we'll have you go out.
It wasn't until last summer the Denton County District Attorney's Office raised the alarm, rejecting 22 prostitution cases Louisville police filed. Undercover officers, it complained, had let things escalate into sexual contact with suspects, making it difficult for prosecutors to make a case in court.
Shocking that they were bragging about it in their locker room. I'm very shocked to find that. Disgusting. Men are... Now, they said they brought 22 cases, but I don't buy it. I don't buy it one bit. That is one case a month. 100% they use the city money. They use that budget. They went many times inside. They got a happy ending. They just had to show something in their 2 years of operation. That's why they just showed 2, but they were there every day, no doubt, 100%. And they go inside, they get a happy ending, and they know that shit is illegal, and they come out, what happened? Did she offer you a sucky? He's like, no, while he's unzipping his pants, like, no, everything was professional, we're good to go. Well, we definitely have to come tomorrow and double check. Now, they brought 22 cases of these massage centers, and the prosecutors could not, like she said, make a case because it cannot be a strong case if you actually, ejaculated. For what reason? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but my best guess would be it's because the police did something illegal and it is not allowed to actually go further than touch arrest. You can't actually let that shit happen, and since they did, all the 22 cases, all the women involved, all of them are set free, and after that happened, you know, they launched an investigation, and that is how they found out what the fuck was going on in this operation. 3 of the police officers, they got fired. The other officers are still at the force, but they're getting spanked every day, and they're, you know, put on the road, and they're being punished, basically. And guess what happens now? They have a training for this operation. After this whole shit got big, the higher ups, they decided to put a training for this. In, offer money, sucky, arrest, done. If any one of you donkeys get sucky, you have to give me sucky later on. Remember that. Remember, we are here to protect and serve. We are professional, we are adults, we can control ourselves. Thank you. Woo! Reporters go off. Who's ready for some sucky? Let's go. I was just kidding. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my... And unfortunately for the ones who joined the force only to join the sucky operation, they won't be able to get anything out of it anymore, since everyone's eyes are going to be on this whole thing. That shit in the span of 2 years was just like Bitcoin in the early days. And now you just can't get into it because it's just not worth the value anymore. Shit was crazy. This is the second video on cops this week. But anyways, let me know what you think of the whole situation. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next one. Meow, 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 meow.